Hey guys, so welcome back to my channel. My name's Hannah and I own a small business called Scrunchies by Han. I'll leave my link in the description below and feel free to check me out. So in today's video, I'm going to show you how I make my scrunchies. So they start like this and they end like this. So stay tuned and you'll see how I do it. So how I make my scrunchies is I grab my piece of fabric and I just cut it to length. I don't really measure, I'm kind of really good at it and I just kind of eyeball it, but it's about, I'm going to say 4 inches long, and then it's just the width of the length of the fabric. So I've got that. I've also got a piece of braided elastic, so that is about 10 inches long, and it's pretty much preference. So if you like your scrunchies like super thick, not thick, but super tight, and you need it to go around a few times, then the bigger the elastic, the better, I think. So I actually get mine from Kohl's. It's my favorite. It's about $2.60 for 5 meters, and it's the best one I've ever found. The other 2 items you'll need are your scissors and a safety pin. So I use a sewing machine to make my scrunchies, but you can do them by hand. If you want me to do a by hand video, just pop a comment in the description below. So we start off and we fold the ugly side over. So it's the 2 pretty sides attaching. So it's like a tube, and then we do a little stitch, stop, and then go back on yourself. That just keeps it from like coming apart when you're trying to do the other steps. Once we've gotten to the bottom, we're just going to do the same thing we did at the top and go over ourselves. So once that's done, just lift your foot up and then cut it. And we've got our tube. So this is pretty ugly so far. We want to make it pretty. So we're just going to cut our ends off. And then once we've got our tube, we want to turn it in on itself. So we're going to get a safety pin. I use pretty much, you can find safety pins anywhere. I do recommend to get like medium-sized ones instead of small ones, and not ones with the little like the baby nappy clips, because they just get annoying. So we're going to take our safety pin and we're going to pop it in the edge that's not the seam. So just like that. And then we're going to take the safety pin in one hand and the fabric in the other, and we're going to push down. So we're going to push the safety pin through the end. We're going to stop halfway and we're going to pull what we've done up. Oops. So then keep going till we get to the end. I know there's girls out there that have scrunchie turners. I just don't have one, and I find it quite therapeutic to sit there and watch some Netflix. So once we've got that, I know also a lot of girls iron theirs out, but I don't see the point because it's going to be scrunched. So you're making a scrunchie, what's the point of making it neat? So once we've got that, we've got our tube. So that's the next step done. All right, next step. We get our elastic. So I use the same safety pin and my piece of elastic, and I just hook that on, and then we're going to put the safety pin down the hole of the tube until you make sure you keep hold of this side of the elastic and the safety pin, otherwise you'll have to do it all over again. So we're just going to go down, and then some girls sew, some girls tie, some girls do whatever, but I tie because it's more efficient in how many I make a week. So I tie a double knot like that, make sure it's stretchy, and then I turn the knot so it's down the bottom, so when I'm sewing it doesn't break my sewing needle. And then we want to turn so all the edges are facing out. It just gives it more of that look where it looks like, yeah, flat and yeah, prettier. So then to close our scrunchie, there are so many ways you can do it. You can hand sew it, you can sew it by machine. I personally sew it by machine because it's more sturdy. So then we're going to I kind of measure up to see which side's bigger, and I take the smaller side and we fold it in on itself like so. And then we tuck the other side in on it so it's like hidden. Just like that. And then we go back to our machine, and see, you can hand sew it, and if you want to see a video of hand sewing it, I will pop it in the link down below. I will make another video, just give me a comment and I will do it for you. So then we're going to do the same And when we get to the bottom, we're going to turn it around. So we're kind of going over it. So it gives it that like bit more security. And then we're going to keep going. And then till we've got to the end. And then we're going to cut the string, should I say? And then there you go, you've got yourself a scrunchie. So they're super easy to make, super, like, can be very inexpensive. You can go to Spotlight or like your local fabric store and buy fabric for as little as $2. Elastic, super cheap. I do recommend though, if you're a kid, get your mum or dad or your nan or your sister or anyone to help you, just because there can be sharp tools needed. So I hope you like that little tutorial. I will post some more tutorials, just let me know what you want to see. Bye!